We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. Former Chief Justice Lucas Bersamin is the new Executive Secretary of President Bongbong Marcos. Bersamin took his oath of office today before the President. Press Secretary Trixie Cruz Angeles said Bersamin began his duties immediately by attending the 9th Cabinet meeting. Bersamin replaced resigned Executive Secretary Victor Rodriguez, who is currently serving as Presidential Chief of Staff. He served as presiding judge of the Quezon City Regional Trial Court Branch 96 in 1986. Bersamin was appointed Associate Justice at the Court of Appeals in 2003 and was promoted to the Supreme Court in 2009. He received the Judicial Excellence Award for Best Decision both in civil law and criminal law. Bersamin was named as Chief Justice in November 2018 and retired from the judiciary in October 2019. Prior to his appointment, Bersamin also served as chairperson of the Government Service Insurance System, or GSIS, under former President Rodrigo Duterte. The Executive Secretary, also known as the Little President, directly assists the President in the management of government affairs and directs the operations of the Executive Office. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. certified as urgent the proposed 5.2 trillion pesos national budget for next year. In a letter sent to House Speaker Martin Romualdez, Marcos regarded the House Bill 4488 or the General Appropriations Bill as necessary in order to address the need to maintain continuous government operations following the end of the current fiscal year. He added that this will strengthen efforts to respond more effectively to the COVID-19 pandemic and support initiatives towards national economic recovery. Romualdez, meanwhile, assures that the House is on track with the schedule and will possibly approve the 2023 General Appropriations Bill on the second and third reading tomorrow. The House will go on a break from October 1st to November 6th. In other news, Bulacan hails 5 rescuers who died in the line of duty during Typhoon Karding. Meanwhile, Nueva Ecija is placed under a state of calamity following the onslaught of the typhoon. More on this and other news in the provinces from Marita Mawahid.
The province of Bulacan hailed as heroes the 5 rescuers who sacrificed their lives, saving other people during the onslaught of Typhoon Karding. Governor Daniel Fernando gives honor to the province's fallen heroes as he assures benefits to the families of the 5 rescuers who died in the line of duty. Reports said a collapsed wall hit them as their boat was swept away by raging floodwater while conducting rescue operations in San Miguel, Bulacan. Meanwhile, Nueva Ecija was placed under a state of calamity due to the extensive damage to agricultural crops and infrastructure due to Typhoon Karding. Governor Aurelio Mali announced a suspension of classes on all levels, both in private and public schools, except for work in government agencies and offices. In Aurora, more than 13,000 residents who are living in high-risk areas were displaced as they were evacuated to safer grounds during the onslaught of Karding. The town of Dingalan has the highest number of affected residents, followed by Dipaculao, Baler, Dilasag, Kasiguran, San Luis, Dinalungan, and Maria Aurora. Egarge said all roads leading to the province are passable and accessible except the Baler, Villa, Bongabon Road and the Teque River Detour due to landslides and fallen trees. In Camarines Norte, 3 of 6 missing fishermen have been found alive. The Office of Civil Defense in Bicol reports that the 6 fishermen from Barangay San Roque, Mercedes encountered bad weather while at sea. 3 of them found shelter in a village in Camarines Sur. There was no information yet about the 3 others. In Pangasinan, more than 1,000 evacuees have safely returned home as the tropical cyclone wind signal is no longer in effect in the province. The Pangasinan PDRRMO is still conducting its assessment of the damage to agriculture and infrastructure. Likewise, the La Union PDRRMO said 488 individuals or 176 families who were evacuated have also returned home. A no-swimming policy is being implemented in the coastal areas of the province, especially in San Juan town, even as no storm signal raised in the province. For the Pna Newsroom, I am Marita Muaje.
The Department of the Interior and local government expressed its grief over the death of 5 rescuers in Bulacan at the height of Super Typhoon Karding. The 5 rescuers from the Bulacan Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office died when they were hit by a collapsing wall during a rescue mission at the height of Typhoon Karding on Sunday. Their remains were found at Sitio Banga-Banga, Barangay Camyas, San Miguel, Bulacan. In a statement, the DILG extended its condolences and prayers to the families of Narciso Calayag, Gerson Resurreccion, Marvy Bartolome, George Agustin, and Troy Justin Agustin. It thanked the deceased BPDRRMO personnel for responding to the call of duty and rendering genuine public service even at the expense of their own lives. The DILG also called into mind the thousands of police, fire, and local government personnel who have shown unparalleled commitment to public service in times of natural calamities. The Metropolitan Manila Development Authority, or MMDA, led the inspection of several flood control and management facilities following the onslaught of Typhoon Karding in Metro Manila and other parts of Luzon. MMDA Acting Chair Carlo de Mayuga III inspected the C6 Taguig pumping station and the Effective Flood Control Operation System, or EFCOS, in Pasig. He said the flood water in Marikina River and other areas subsided immediately because of the proper operation of floodgates and the diversion of flood water to Laguna de Bay. De Mayuga also inspected the proposed location for a pumping station to be built at the Tatalon Araneta in Quezon City. He said the MMDA is modernizing and adding pumping stations as part of its flood mitigation interventions. The MMDA hoisted its red alert status and created Task Force Karding to respond to the effects of the super typhoon. And that is the latest from the Pna Newsroom. Stay tuned for more updates on the biggest stories throughout the day. I am William Theo. Good day, everyone.